Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular hip-hop opinions because V cheated on Jennie with Wonyoung.
And my man. Thank you to my man.
Say It Ain't So.
BT.
1. Kiss of Life's Julie and Verivery's private room leak is like watching a grainy telenovela filmed on a 2009 Nokia. But the internet decided it's a scandal
What?
anyway. On September 26th, a low-resolution potato-quality video started circulating, allegedly showing Julie chilling in a private room with Verivery's Kongmin and Yeonho. The clip? Blurry as heck, but what you can make out is intimate body language. Julie lying next to Kongmin while he plays with her hair, pokes her, all that soft touch flirtation shenanigans.
Awkward.
Then Yeonho allegedly pops in to hold her hand as she leaves, tossing a vape cloud and maybe some booze in the background, and boom, Twitter lit up like it was the second.
This is an invasion of privacy.
Yeah, this is invasion of privacy.
Completely.
It's awkward.
Yeah, this is so awkward.
Very awkward. Two grown-ups hanging out, and we haven't seen it, but the people are like, why is this public? Why is this available? I don't know.
Coming of dispatch. But here's the first red flag. No confirmation, no audio, no clear facial IDs, no direct acknowledgement from any company. Just trash takes online. Fans instantly split into 3 camps. OMG, they're dating, this is unprofessional. This is an illegal invasion of privacy. And girl, I can't see a single face. What are y'all even talking
I'm
about?
curious.
The people
What is this, a private room? Where?
I don't know. Is very, what kind of name is that?
Who leaked it?
Very and Kiss of Life, are they like under the same labels? And then maybe it could be like in their building. If it's not in their building, then what private room is this? I mean, I guess theoretically it's possible. It's like a lounge, like a lounge, and then
Very is one person or part of a group?
I think Very is a group. Never heard of them before, but
This is good for them then.
This is good for Very, right? It could be like some sort of lounge, and the people recognized it, the owners or like the people that work
It's
there.
in dark.
What?
But it looked like they were sitting in the dark.
I don't know. The one of the employees or whoever recognized that they're famous people, and they sold it to like the dispatch or whoever is the TMZ, in Korea. It's possible that's the case.
Scandal are the same ones who'll scream misogyny when it's their fave caught in a dating rumor. But here they are crucifying Julie off a bootleg surveillance video.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
Meanwhile, the second camp, the ones actually using their freaking brains, pointed out something that should be the headline. This was probably a hidden camera or leaked CCTV footage, which is criminal. I don't care if Julie was in there licking someone's kneecap while Yeonho played the recorder with his toes. Recording people without consent and leaking it is predatory, period. Let's talk S2 entertainment for a sec. The next day, they dropped a legal statement announcing they're taking action, mentioning a recent successful case around explicit harassment toward Natty and a recent privacy breach. They never confirmed anything about Julie, the clip, or the situation. It was a vague but very obvious nod that something inappropriate was leaked. But they weren't gonna help anyone connect the dots. Smart. PR move. Don't confirm, don't deny, just threaten to sue. Classic idol agency duck and weave. Jellyfish Entertainment, on the other hand? Not a single peep. Not even a please respect our artist's privacy boilerplate.
Okay, so Jellyfish, I'm assuming it's a very label, so they're not the same label. So yeah, this has to be like some sort of lounge then, like just like some sort of hangout spot.
Again, maybe smart, because honestly, they don't owe us crap unless they plan to confirm or deny. And let's be real, nobody is ever gonna confirm a shady date leak video unless forced at gunpoint, especially not when the stakes include backlash over vaping, dating and privacy invasion. And here's where the clown parade gets messy. You've got people yelling this is career ruining, acting like idols aren't allowed to make human connections off camera. Julie's already skating on thin ice after the whole hip-hop stream incident in April, so people were ready to drag her again. They didn't even wait for the HD version. They saw a blurred girl with light hair getting her scalp caressed and immediately went, that's her. Burn the witch. And Kongmin? This poor man cannot catch a break. He ranked number 9 on Boys 2 Planet, missed the debut lineup by a hair, and Verivery's company tried to strike while the iron was lukewarm by announcing a comeback. Then this hits. And now the Twitter antis are throwing unprofessional, irresponsible, disrespect.
I mean, you could be onto something. This could be Verivery's attempt to kind of make them relevant, because I never heard of them. So I don't think they're that popular. This could be themselves doing it to kind of, I don't know, bad publicity is still publicity. So, who knows?
Labels at a boy who, last we saw was just trying to revive his group's career. Like girl, did you forget that idols have lives outside of survival shows? Even if it's them, even if they were flirting, even if someone kissed someone's elbow, it was a private moment between legal adults. I hate to break it to y'all, but people flirt, idols date, and if this was actually filmed without their knowledge, then the real scandal is who the F leaked this, not what they were doing. And let's not ignore the real rot in the walls. While all this pixel detective work was going on, explicit deepfakes of Natty has been circulating for months, and nobody is giving it the same volume of outrage. Where's that energy now? You're mad Julie might have gotten her hair stroked in a karaoke room, but you're silent on entire AI sex tapes getting passed around? Let's get our priorities in
I
check.
didn't hear
Two.
that about her.
Who?
Natty, deepfakes.
I don't know.
Did Ilitza Roja embarrass Aespa? We're talking about how one 60-second clip of a teenager casually doing choreo in a practice room can dismantle an entire corporate stage rollout. Chew through the backup dancers and spit in the face of every "it's the camera angle's fault" excuse the K-pop industry loves to recycle. Aespa's Rich Man performances on Good Morning America and the Jennifer Hudson Show had the internet debating. Was it the stage? The time of day? The makeup? The lack of backup dancers? People were out here drawing diagrams trying to excuse the lifelessness of it all. And then boom, out comes Aroha Live on Wevers, doing fan-requested choreos. Midway through she casually hits the Rich Man routine. It was so clean, so intentional, so locked in it basically turned into a side-eye at every single excuse made for Aespa's flat delivery. And before anyone foams at the mouth, no, this isn't about pitting women, this is about performance. And unfortunately for Aespa, that's the job. Iroha showed that the choreography itself wasn't the problem. The choreo can look great, it can hit, it can serve rich flexy confidence, but not when it's being dragged through the mud by idols who were not built for this choreo style. SM, come to the principal's office, because this is on you. You knew who you casted. You know these girls can eat a vocal bridge and serve face. But funky footwork, shoulders, hips, swag, that ain't them, that has never been them. So to throw them into a routine with that much bounce and then have the audacity to understage it on morning TV? You're sabotaging your own product and expecting everyone else to fix it in post. Meanwhile Iroha is over here 17 years old moving like a trained assassin. Every step she took was placed with purpose. Her transitions are seamless. Her posture is dialed in, and she rides the bass line like she was the 808. She has breath in her dancing, not just movement, but control, weight, and flow. She doesn't just copy shapes, she animates them, and that's why even a simple choreo like Rich Man looks expensive when she does it. That's fundamentals, that's training. And let's talk about why the clip blew up the way it did. Because the internet lives for an easy contrast. Studio versus stage, rookie versus senior.
Yeah.
Girl number 932 from a rookie group versus the hotshot SM quartet.
She was doing many other covers too as well. So it's not like she was taking advantage of the moment to say, oh, this is the perfect PR time to show contrast that I'm a better performer than an Aespa group.
Yeah. I don't know why we keep talking about it. It's a dance cover.
Yeah, it's not a big
I mean, listen, we dragged this a lot, but at the same time, you can't compare the no pressure environment dancing in the back room versus it's like there's a reason NBA players don't shoot 90% in games. Like in practice, if you watch them, they're probably gonna make 90% of their shots. In the game, when it's game time, they don't. It's the same thing. Like you can't the performance is different, the pressure is different, is different intensity, and you can't compare the two. Like I'm sure Aespa danced the same way in practice too, or maybe not all the time, but they could theoretically dance one time like that. No, I just don't know why we keep talking about this. It's like the girl Iroha can dance. Aespa might not be the best dancers, but kind of everybody knows that already. So why we keep beating the dead horse with this? I don't get it.
But more than that, people love a clean narrative, and Iroha accidentally gave them one. See? The choreo's fine, Aespa just flopped. That's not fair, but it's what happens when your performance lacks conviction. The she ate and left no crumbs crowd jumped on Iroha's little studio snippet like it was gospel, and they had points, she did eat. But the pushback came quick though, it's a false equivalence. One's a live broadcast, the other's a practice room. Okay, and? You think the dance suddenly transforms into a mess the second you slap on a mic and a camera? No babe, that just reveals who can't hold their frame under pressure. Yes, staging matters, blocking matters, camera pathing matters, but none of that matters if the performers themselves don't deliver the goods. Good Morning America's Rich Man segment was under-choreographed, under-directed, and underperformed. They clumped up in wide shots like Sims who forgot what action they were given. There were entire sections where the girl
Now, if Aespa truly are just not good dancers, then I think they should do simpler choreos. Like that doesn't.
I think their choreo is already simple.
Then don't do
It's
any
just,
choreos.
it's just, I think it's more coordination, like them as a group. It don't look like it flows well because everyone's on different timing.
And then freestyle. They are an established group to a point where they can freestyle. I understand when the new group comes off, you know, you kind of, I guess, not that we want them, but the industry wants them to, you know, follow the path and do the whole square box, jump around, you know. But Aespa, this like what? They're 5 years in the game or so. They're established to a point where they don't even have to dance anymore. Freestyle. Like, what's wrong with that? Like, we see the all the big established artists, they freestyle at the end of the day. Like, we don't react to Blackpink. I don't know what they're doing at their concerts, but I'm pretty sure most of the time they freestyle and not doing the square box dancing. Like, they did not have enough time to practice those dances. So I really doubt they're sitting there, sitting in a box dancing. They're probably just walking around the stage, freestyling, and that's it. And this is good. I'm not saying that about Blackpink to like say anything bad about. No, that's how it should be. Like, just freestyle. This is that simple. If you can't dance freestyle, nobody's gonna be mad at you. Plus, there, you know, like 25-ish, you know, joints and everything.
Looked like they were waiting for a cue that never came. No diagonal paths, no level dynamics, no stage shaping, just 4 girls standing in a line serving the energy of rehearsal run through. That's not just on the cameraman, that's on all of them. The Jennifer Hudson performance did fix some of that.
Don't like sharing your pint? Then share the new Scoopapalooza. When I get a pint of Ben & Jerry's half-baked,
But the truth
big
still
is
poked
that?
through. Aespa doesn't have the dance cohesion to carry a routine like this live without heavy support. And that's fine. They're not dancers first, they're vocal queens. But stop acting like their choreo troubles are everyone else's fault.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Calling Aespa vocal queens when they don't sing live is just wrong. Like, they can sing. We saw them, they can sing, but they don't sing live. So how you can call them vocal queens? You can't do that. You can't be Pablo if your work ain't selling. It don't work like that.
Blame SM for bad staging, blame the show for early call times, but also blame the fact that they're simply not strong enough dancers to fake it under those conditions. Meanwhile, Iroha did 1 minute of movement in a dusty practice room and reset the conversation. Not because she was trying to drag anyone, but because real talent does that.
But at the same time, though, I do think Aespa should try to switch their mood and go into that vocal queens line, because they can sing, right? Theoretically, on paper, SM is like the best vocal label, which happens to be the most lip sync artist label too, which is ironic, but okay. So if they are the best vocal label, then make Aespa be vocal queens. They just sing live, don't dance if they can dance. I think everybody would be fine with that. I don't think anybody wants Aespa necessarily to dance. Just sing. If they can sing, we've seen them, they can sing. Just, you know, sing.
It exposes things. And what she exposed was how weak Aespa's movement vocabulary is when stripped of all the fanfare. If you need 3 backup dancers, 6 angle shifts, and 12 fog machines just to make a choreo look half decent, maybe it's not the choreo, maybe it's you. Now on to some exclusive leaked informations. Wonyoung and Yujin hate, despise, and can't stand each other. Want proof? The so-called TMA trophy scandal that blew up on September 20th. I've won Sound of the Year and Artist of the Year, which should have been a cute little celebration. But no, people started CSIing the moment Wonyoung reaches for the award. Not just reaches.
So you guys said in the comments that there's no protocol who picks up the trophy. It's
See, I wouldn't think so either.
there's no like establishment that the leader does it. So if
Here in the States, we don't.
well, we don't really have many groups to pick off from, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, so if there's no protocol, then there's no issues with this. It's just being blown out.
Grabs, hoards, dominates, snatches it. Suddenly she's not just holding a trophy, she's apparently holding Yujin's dignity hostage. And of course, someone had to make the edit, the trophy snatching supercut, set to dramatic music. Slow mo, glitch effects, all the bells and whistles to paint Wonyoung as the diabolical Regina George of K-pop. Look at the way she moves her wrist. Did you catch Yujin's bombastic criminal offensive side-eye? Shut up, please shut up. Then you flashback to KCON LA just last month. The same 2 girls, same stage dynamic, and the narrative was flipped like a pancake. Wonyoung looked to Yujin for support when something went off script. And suddenly the blogs were writing love letters about how close and sisterly they were. See? This is why clip culture is a disease. All it takes is a different day, different edit, and suddenly Wonyoung is either a helpless baby bird or a narcissistic tyrant. Can we pick a struggle? Like, be so serious. None of this is new. I've hate each other. Conspiracy theories have been rotting in the algorithm since 2022, mostly spread by discount tier rumor channels like Sojang. This is not about Yujin. This is a Wonyoung witch hunt disguised as a concern for team harmony. Every time she stands in the middle, it's interpreted as her hogging attention or bullying.
But at the same time, though, can we say that? Because usually the rumors don't come out of nowhere, right? Where there's smoke, there's fire, generally speaking. So, like, right, I'm not saying this trophy thing is a proof or anything, but I feel like there has to be a reason people start talking, okay, they don't like each other. Like we don't see that about, I don't know, Bangshan and Felix. We haven't seen, at least we haven't seen, we don't talk about it.
Would it be Bang Chang versus Felix though?
Okay, who would be, so we take the leader versus the most popular. Yeah, Bangshan versus Felix.
No, I would think it would be Felix versus Eugene.
But neither of them is the leader. Here is the leader we're talking about. Eugene is the
Oh, it
leader.
has to be leader dynamic.
Well, in this case, Eugene is the leader and Wonyoung is the most popular. So we take leader versus the most popular. Or
What I noticed,
RM versus Jungkook.
what I noticed is most of these leaders, they're okay having the back seat when their group members shine. They actually
Yeah,
support that.
right. But maybe Eugene isn't like that. Maybe Eugene has a problem with that.
To tell you honestly, she never spoke out to say anything like that for me to understand.
No,
that.
I'm not, and I'm not saying.
Mostly we hear this dynamic with the guys.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. So why in Ives' case
No.
we see that, okay, there's some sort of beef
I
going on, and we
think
don't see that in other
I think
groups.
they do this because they're ladies. They always put ladies and pit them against each other.
Okay, we don't see that with Aespa. We don't see that with
With
Les
Aespa,
Seraphim. We don't see that
Aespa?
with I don't know.
no, I
Blue
kind of
Jeans.
see that dynamic all throughout Aespa. They always try to pick apart the girls, make it like one against another.
I don't
Same
know.
thing
The only
with
thing I would say
Seraphim
with
too
Blackpink,
as well.
we see that kind of with
Yeah,
Blackpink. We do
I
see
see
that.
that primarily.
But
with
let's
the
be real,
ladies.
with Blackpink, there is definitely a lot of, like, as I said, the fact that they didn't publicly congratulate each other, like, that is, I mean, where there's smoke, there's
I don't
fire.
know. I think it's that dynamic where when it comes to the ladies, it may be even more competitive because only one can be the queen and the rest can, they're part of the group. Whereas for the guys, it's like every guy has their moment and their shine. And for the ladies, it's more cutthroat. It's like Mean Girls. There can only be one queen bee in the group.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm just saying, I feel like it doesn't
Like-
come out of nowhere.
Like Destiny's Child.
Well,
Beyonce.
historically, if you take any group, basically one person blew up, the rest didn't. So, like, that's just
And
the
then
way it
the
goes.
narrative is like, oh, there's like animosity, jealousy,
Right.
you know? Like even with what's it called? Fifth Harmony. Camila Cabello, she was like the
She
breakout
blew up,
star.
the rest didn't.
And the rest, they're jealous. There was some members that they say were jealous, but we're not gonna say that for guy groups, really. The only time I can kind of hear this was One Direction, when it was who's gonna succeed after the breakup of the group, and the group was at a high.
One Direction, actually, couple guys were fairly successful, so that's like a little different than I would say the rest of the groups. Because we got Harry Styles, was the most successful out of the group. Zayn is okay.
This is Harry Styles. Period. Zayn.
Zayn is okay.
Zayn.
I mean, he has his fan base.
Zayn.
Like, I don't like his music personally, but he
he's
has his fan
but
base.
no, he's like almost considered like a villain, the bad boy. They're like truly the bad boy. Everyone loves Harry Styles. Even when the breakup with Harry Styles and Taylor Swift, Harry Styles was still favorable.
Okay, I think you're right. Because Zayn, I think
Zayn.
I think Zayn was a little biased because we reacted to him, but in terms of doing numbers, he's not doing no numbers. Yeah, it's Harry Styles. So even
Name 5 songs from Zayn.
yeah, I couldn't. No, you're right. Zayn doesn't do numbers. It would be Harry Styles. So yeah, my point stands even stronger. Basically, every group there's only one person that can make it, guys or girls. It don't matter. There's one person. And sing Justin Timberlake. One Direction, Harry Styles. Pussycat Dolls, Nicole Schwarzinger, whatever her last name is. Fifth Harmony, Camila Cabello. Only one girl, one guy,
Only
girl
one.
can make it. Only one. So that's why there's competition within the group. So this narrative, Wonyoung versus Yunjin, I just don't feel like it comes out of nowhere.
Spice Girls.
Honestly, none of them made solo.
Well, successful overall, Victoria Beckham.
I actually would say Gary Hollowell made solo as a musician best.
Who?
Gary Hollow, I think.
Who's that?
She or I think she's
Is
the
Victoria Beckham?
Victoria is only because she married to David. That's the only
Yes.
way. But that's they're talking about music though. We're not talking about like who
Okay,
made
who's
it.
just doing music in that group?
Back then, Gary Hollowell, she was
No, I don't know.
successful.
Name two songs.
She's been 25
Okay.
years. Hold up, Spice Girl members. Is she Spice Girls though or no?
I never
She
heard
might
of a
be.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary Hollowell. She's Spice. Yeah, I would say she's the most successful as an artist. Her.
I don't know her music.
Let me see her songs. Cause I remember she had like a song or two that were big back in the day.
But anytime you see it's a group, it's gonna be, if you're lucky, more than one makes it. Okay, one makes it in the industry they came up from. They can have success in other
Okay,
industries.
It's raining man. Hallelujah, it's raining man. That's
I
the
didn't know
song.
that was her.
That's the song I'm thinking of. That's her. That's
Oh.
how I know her. That's the song I was thinking of. Yeah. So, if I would say like she would have made out of that group. Yeah, I see her other singles. I don't know none of them. But if you can call that made it, because aside from that, none of them really made it in music. So I would say she's the most successful as a solo, but she's not really like that successful to be like Harry Styles, Justin Timberlake, Beyonce. But there's always only one person that can make it, which is BTS is a little interesting because I don't know if BTS is only going to be one person. Because right now we have Jimin making it and Jungkook making it.
Between the two,
Jungkook is more successful as of right
but
now.
I don't know. I feel like it's Jimin.
But Jimin
low-key.
is making it too, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like we have two people like
like
actually
Jimin
making
is
it.
still like,
Well, what Jungkook isn't? Jungkook has more records than Jimin.
okay.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I think BTS might have a case where two guys actually is going to make it. It's going to be the first group
I
where
don't,
two
well,
people
you have
gonna...
8 people. I will hope in eight, the
Seven.
seven. It's the numbers that will do something to the percentage. I would hope so.
Yeah, well, anyway.
The others. You trash bags just don't like pretty girls who know their worth and refuse to shrink for the comfort of others. Admit it. You want her to say, "Oh no, Leader Eugen, you hold the trophy because I don't deserve the spotlight today." Well, guess what? She's not gonna say that. She's gonna stand dead center in 7-inch
I
pumps,
truly
flash that
think
princess smile,
that
and take
Wonyoung is just being herself, and she can't help it.
No, I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just saying I feel like there has to be a reason why these rumors are starting.
But I think at some point it can get to the ladies.
Let get to their heads and actually,
Yeah.
while there was no issue, the rumors might start an issue
Yeah.
too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, based on this situation, I didn't really see a problem in it, but this kind of
based-
interesting. We keep seeing this.
But based on personality type, this is not gonna affect Wonyoung. She's gonna still be her, and you're gonna still be you.
what she earned. If that threatens you, log off. Eugen is the leader, Wonyoung is the face. Both are needed. Both know their role. Both are paid more than your fave. You think they're fighting over trophies? Girl, they're collecting them. Wonyoung is the ultimate mirror for fandom insecurity. Too pretty? Narcissist. Too quiet? Arrogant. Too confident? Attention seeker. Too successful? Nepotism. She cannot win. She could donate her salary to orphan puppies and y'all would still say she did it for clout. And now you're projecting an entire feud onto her based on a trophy handoff at a scripted show with stage directions.
Ambition doesn't accept limits. It drives us to make connections and see potential.
And it gets uglier. Wonyoung's IG got spammed with BTS V dating rumors on the exact same timeline. So we're not even just slandering her professionalism, we're also accusing her of being a homewrecker in a love triangle with two people she's never even been spotted next to. The Wonyoung v Jennie dating triangle is not just fiction, it's fanfiction written in crayon by a blindfolded raccoon high on dispatch crumbs. Let's talk about the absolute circus that went down the week of September 26th, when a Chinese forum post compiled what they called proof of BTS V and Wonyoung dating. Proof apparently now means same countertop in a wine glass, not an actual interaction, not a sighting, not a whisper from anyone with a credential. Just table legs and wild, parasocial projection, and of course, the second that Reddit tier post went up, the news aggregators went full brain dead and started publishing it like it was a confirmed dispatch expose. Within hours, Wonyoung's Instagram was crawling with hate comments for existing. Literally, she had to log on and see people calling her a homewrecker for breathing in the same city as Kim Tae-young. No agency statement, no confirmation, no anything. But she's suddenly the villain in a love triangle with two people we don't even know if they're actually dating. Let's break down the evidence, shall we? Same restaurant? Girl, half of Seoul eats at the same 12 places. The rich only dine at aesthetic holes with $13 lemon waters and ambient lighting. The tables will be wood, the menu will be beige, the cup will be curved. Matching plates? Congratulations, you just unlocked IKEA. Same marble table and utensil in different months? You just described every influencer's kitchen. Y'all out here matching 4 candles? Girl, bye. That entire proof thread was just Pinterest core decor scavenger hunting. If we used this same logic, I could prove that V is secretly dating every woman who's ever touched a wooden table or eaten pasta. And while we're here, let's address the selective outrage. Why is it always Wonyoung getting shredded? Not a peep of real anger toward Taeyoung, just like it was Jennie being witch-hunted every time she breathed near him, or choreographer Lee Young being randomly dragged when they shared a dance studio. Same story, new woman, same misogyny. Taeyoung's name barely trends in the negative, no flood of comments, no Instagram hate, no endless threads calling him a cheater. The girls? Escort allegations left and right. And don't give me that, but it's about protecting BTS nonsense. Protecting them from what? A dinner plate? If your fave is that fragile, maybe they shouldn't be in a group called Bulletproof. The fandom will do Olympic-level gymnastics to erase their faves from the scandal headline while crucifying the woman for existing in a square frame with the same tile pattern. Also, let's not pretend this is new. Jennie has been targeted with this same formula for years. They did it when she allegedly dated Kai, when she actually dated G-Dragon, and when she breathed near V. Wonyoung just won a defamation case this year, and y'all still learned nothing. Women in this industry could win in court and still lose in comments. This isn't about ships, it's about blame, and fandoms, especially BTS's, have mastered the art of woman-blaming PR. If there's smoke, the girls get burned, the boys get a puff of scented fog. Every dating rumor magically centers on who corrupted him. Never why is this man constantly rumored to be involved with every woman with a camera roll and
Who would be the breakout star of Blackpink though?
Right now is Rose.
That's the thing, right? Based on numbers, it is Rose, but I just don't see Rose as a star of that group. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, if I was just like straight up, who's the star? Who would, like, if I was to guess, like, let's say 2 years ago before Apathy, who's gonna be the breakout star? I probably would have said Jennie. Right now it's Rose, so it's kind of wild. I don't know.
I think it's Rose. Because at the end of the day, Rose can sing. She could actually do what she came here to do.
Well, but we can't really say Rose until she has like one solo song though.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah, because right now we can't Rose, yeah, but that's, come on, that's, you know, Bruno Mars. We have to wait and see if she can achieve similar success with a solo track. Then I think it's Rose, yeah. But she just don't have a star factor for me, which I don't know. I guess we gotta wait and see. That's it.
oh. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.